Hi, Annalise here. Today on the blog post, we're going to be talking about IFS, internal family systems therapy, and how that can help with anxiety. So, internal family systems therapy was a therapy originally founded by Dr. Richard Schwartz, and it was founded to explore what is going on internally, like a little family inside of us. And so, what Dr. Schwartz noticed about family therapy was that a lot of times we have these little parts inside of us that look like a little family. So, if you've ever seen the movie Inside Out, it's kind of like all the different emotions, joy, sadness, all kind of within you. Or if you think about it as a family, it's like maybe a little brother that throws a temper tantrum when he's really angry, or a little sister that maybe is really anxious about something. And so it's all of these parts within yourselves. And so one way to be able to explore how anxiety can be healed and worked through is by using internal family systems therapy. So one of the first steps in IFS therapy is identifying and exploring your parts. And so anxiety could maybe be a protective part within you, and there are a lot of other secondary emotions that can come up surrounding this, and those are also called parts as well. They can help you understand what's going on and what needs attention. And the way that IFS does this is it cultivates self-leadership. So it acknowledges the sense of self at the core, and that it's something that you have the power to do, is to be able to lead all of these parts of yourself. Almost like a parent helping them if they're in the back seat of the car doing all their emotions. You're driving the car and you're leading the car, and you're honoring and acknowledging what they're going through, but you're also kind of giving some boundaries to them, so they're not right on top of you, but they're not swept under the rug really far away. They're getting the amount of attention they need. And another way that this is done is through navigating the inner critic. Sometimes we have a really strong inner critic part, and that part needs to be tended to as well, and that can kind of come out as what IFS calls a manager. And anxiety could be a manager sometimes that's trying to help you with something. And then also a lot of times that can lead into healing past wounds, of understanding not only what does this part want you to know, but how did this part get its job? Where did it learn to be a manager? Where did it learn to use anxiety as a way to cope? And what are some ways to kind of quiet this part a little bit so that it feels a little bit less activated, like it's heard, but not so intense? And then it also enhances self-compassion. So it gives you some compassion for these little parts and their needs and what they want you to know, and helps you be able to bring compassion to yourself in ways that you haven't really felt before, to understand where it's coming from, how it's got its job, why it's there. And there are so many other aspects to IFS that we don't have time in a short video just to go into, but we would love at Ethics Counseling to help you walk through some of these things. There's some exercises that we could help you walk through, of finding and identifying a part, and helping yourself see what you notice about the part, what the part needs, how you can lead it into your internal family. And this can be a really great time to do it during the holidays. A lot of anxiety and anxious parts and old wounds can come up. And so this can be a time to really kind of focus on giving yourself some self-compassion, especially if you are struggling with a little bit of extra anxiety during the holidays too. Also, if you'd like more information, we have a workshop that we recently put out where we talk about doing an experiential way of finding a part and seeing what it notices and what it needs. And so that can be a great way to kind of practice that on your own, to learn a little bit more about it. You can find that on YouTube for free. And then also check out our blog post that's coming out. And as always, we are here to help you discover these parts of yourself.